Hi, I'm Evan Carmichael. Welcome to another edition of Modeling the Masters. I believe that the fastest and most effective way to grow your business is to model the strategies of people who've already done what you're trying to do. So today we're going to look at how a stay-at-home mom was frustrated about educating her child and not having enough products to help them, created her own simple video, and ended up helping build a billion-dollar business. This is a story of Baby Einstein founder Julie Ayner-Clark and the top 3 lessons you can learn from her success.
Julie Ayner-Clark is an American entrepreneur that developed the Baby Einstein video series for children. She grew up in Michigan and went to Michigan State University, where she majored in the humanities. Right out of school, Ayner-Clark began teaching English to high school students. She was enjoying her new profession and her ability to help shape and educate young minds when something happened that would change the course of her life forever. After Ayner-Clark had her first daughter, she became fascinated by the latest research dealing with newborns and their capacity to learn. She began to search baby stores far and wide for material that was both educational and appropriate for her child's development while still being fun. At the end of her search, Ayner-Clark had come up empty-handed, so she began to think about creating her own products. She thought that if she couldn't find what she was looking for in stores, maybe other mothers were in the same situation. Being the busy mother that she was, however, she didn't act on her idea until a full year later. Along with her husband, Ayner-Clark borrowed a friend's video camera and headed into her basement to film what would become the very first of many Baby Einstein videos. With her baby as the live audience, her cat as a prop, and her husband as a videographer, the pair set out to create their vision. Turned down by many retailers, Ayner-Clark decided to hit the floors of toy trade shows to get the word out about her product. Still, she found it difficult to find people who shared her enthusiasm. Finally, however, Ayner-Clark was able to convince a buyer from The Right Stuff, a high-end toy retailer, to stock a few trial copies of her video for their stores. When they sold out within 3 days, The Right Stuff agreed to sign an exclusive deal with Ayner-Clark. Baby Einstein videos were now being distributed in 34 stores across the country and selling out fast. Today, the Baby Einstein is being produced by Disney, and total revenues are over $1 billion annually.
By tapping into a major frustration and by helping other people solve it, Ayner-Clark was able to go from stay-at-home mom to ultra-successful entrepreneur. To help you take your company to the next level, here are 3 action items that you can learn from Julie Ayner-Clark.
Action item number 1. Look for a need. Some of the most successful businesses in the world have been built around solving personal frustrations. If you're looking to start a new business, a great place to start is to think about the biggest frustrations that you've had in your life and how you've solved them. If it's big and painful enough, chances are other people have the same problems and would pay you to solve it for them. Ayner-Clark had never been a videographer, nor had she had any previous interest in starting up her own company. She was a stay-at-home mom, and it was a role she loved. She enjoyed spending time with her newborn baby and was more than happy to give up her full-time job to do so. And when it came to being a mother, Ayner-Clark took her duties very seriously. The idea behind what would become Ayner-Clark's billion-dollar baby was born from a need, a simple need that had been right under her nose. She wanted a learning tool for her new child, and when she couldn't find what she wanted on the market, she decided to create her own. Ayner-Clark stuck to what she knew best: babies. She didn't spend countless hours in search of a business idea. The business idea found her. And it was because Ayner-Clark had kept her eyes open to such an opportunity that she was able to seize it when it came along. According to Ayner-Clark, believe it or not, when I stopped working when I was 6 months pregnant, I had no intention of going back to work. When my daughter was born, I started taking her to museums and places like that, but it wasn't very engaging to her or to me. I knew my baby. I knew what she liked to look at. I assumed that what my baby liked to look at, most other babies would too. The first Baby Einstein video took off because it was a completely new concept. It was an entirely new idea. No one else had done videos for babies. Action item number 2. Spread the word. You can have the greatest product or service in the world, but it won't take off unless you tell people about it. Make sure the value that you provide is so incredible that people can't help but talk about you to their friends and family. Word-of-mouth marketing is highly effective and extremely cheap, but you have to give them something to talk about. So just how exactly did her basement operation become the billion-dollar industry leader that it is today? What it all came down to, she says, was her ability to hit the streets and get people talking about her business. When the first Baby Einstein video came out, Ayner-Clark could not find any takers for it. It took her more than a year to come up with an idea on how to do that, But finally, Ainer Clark knew what she had to do. She packed up and headed to New York City for the American International Toy Fair. She was determined to get one of the buyers from the Right Start, a high-end baby retailer, to take notice of her video. After that, demand for Baby Einstein products exploded. According to Ainer Clark, I knew if I could get it into the hands of a mom or an executive who had a baby, that would sell it. I ran up to them and said, "You're going to love this video. You have to watch it. It's perfect for your store." There was a reporter from People magazine who loved it and wrote a piece on it. There was a producer on Oprah that also loved it, and they fit it into a segment. Parenting magazine also named Baby Einstein Video of the Year. At the end of the day, word of mouth is your most important means to get the word out, and we have a great group, mothers. Action item number 3, build a brand. When you're creating your business, pay close attention to your messaging and how you want the world to know you. If you can articulate your message in a clear and unique way, it not only helps people understand what it is that you do and if it's for them, it also helps them tell other people as well. If people can't remember what you do and why you're special, they can't tell their friends about you. What parent wouldn't want their kids to grow up to be the next Albert Einstein? From the company's name to the rest of its promotional strategy, Ainer Clark created and implemented a brilliant branding strategy that helped her innovative concept achieve the success that it did. Einstein might not have watched playful videos with puppets as a child, but that hasn't stopped thousands of parents from buying the Baby Einstein series in the hopes that the videos will aid in the development of their children. None of the company's promotional literature was ever so bold as to claim that their products were specifically engineered to make babies smarter, but with a name like Baby Einstein, the powers of association leave little up to chance. Ainer Clark was saying the things parents wanted to hear, and making the products parents thought their kids needed to see. In some circles, any parent who was not showing their kids Baby Einstein videos was even seen as a bad parent. That was a true mark of success of Ainer Clark's branding strategy. According to Ainer Clark, everyone asks, "How did you come up with the name?" The truth is, I just sat down and thought of it. We didn't test market or anything. I believed the name of our company was incredibly important to our success. When I first created it, I didn't think I was creating a company, just the name of a video. However, the name Baby Einstein caught on very fast and became the generic name for baby videos. It seemed like our timing was perfect.
So remember, look for a need, spread the word, and build a brand. To finish up this video, I wanted to share one of my favorite true stories about Julie Ainer Clark and some of her best inspirational quotes.
Julie Ainer Clark fired up the TEDx Detroit conference in Michigan in September 2011 by telling her remarkable story. The story began with her discovering that she had stage 4 cancer and ended tearfully with her telling how she helped build a billion-dollar business while working at home in her pajamas. Ainer Clark told the audience, "All the important work I've done in my life, I've done in my pajamas." Her inspiring story brought tears to everyone's eyes, but part of the keynote address was Ainer Clark's lecture on the importance of self-confidence, which she claimed helped her build the Baby Einstein video series and battle against breast cancer. Ainer Clark told the crowd how you must believe in yourself even if no one else does. Her powerful recovery from cancer, her creation of a billion-dollar business, and her ability to raise 3 children are all attributed to her belief that anyone can do it as long as they have self-confidence.
Thank you for joining me for another edition of Modeling the Masters. If you liked the video and you want to see more, please give it a thumbs up below or leave a comment. It makes me want to do more of these videos for you guys. I'd also love to hear what you have to think, or if you have any questions, if you want to leave a comment under the video. So thank you, and we'll see you on the next episode.